Hello! Today on the channel we're going to be unboxing Rogue and Gambit, part of the X-Men 97 figures. That's a Disney Plus series coming out. I hope sooner than later because I can't wait to see it. But yeah, this is part of the first wave of figures. There were 6 total. I have already unboxed Bishop and Magneto. I thought the Bishop figure was super great. He's large and awesome, but the Magneto was pretty undersized and underwhelming to me. I didn't really like the Magneto, but just looking at these two, they look pretty good. I also, after this video, I need to shoot Wolverine and Storm, and those look really good, especially that Wolverine. So, all right. Yeah, I also have a couple of versions of these two figures, the Target exclusive that came out a few years ago. So we'll compare those to these and see how they compare. All right, there's the front of the box of these figures. Flip it on around to the back. There we go. And there you can see those 6 figures that are part of this first wave. They've already announced the second wave figures. I believe it's going to be Jean Grey, Cyclops, Executioner, some guy that's new to the show, the Goblin Queen, Nightcrawler, which I can't wait for Nightcrawler, and there's one other figure, and it's escaping me right now. But I think it was going to be pretty good figure. I just can't remember who it is. All right, so let's go to the side. There's the side of these figures. Flip into this other side. Going to be about the same deal. Not a whole lot to see, but there they are. And there's the top of Rogue's head and the bottom of that piece of paper. And we've got the top of Gambit's head and the piece of paper there. All right, let's sit here, get a closer look at both of these, and then we'll get them cut open. Because you don't just unbox these, you can't just rip them open. You have to cut them open because they have the plastic is sandwiched into the cardboard, so there's no way to really rip it. So we'll get it cut out. And there's that X-Men 97 logo, very nice. And there's the first wave figures. And let's look at that Gambit artwork, very cool. And there's Gambit, very good. I like his head sculpt, looks really good, I think. And that's the same, these two accessories are the same 2 accessories that came with the Target exclusive Gambit a few years back. And there's the bottom. All right, flipping it around, Marvel Legends again. And there's Gambit with one of those effects. Very cool. And there are the 6 figures in this wave. And bottom barcode legalese. Check out Rogue here real quick. X-Men 97 again. There's all the figures, or the cartoon versions of the figures. There's Rogue. Very good. And there she is. I think the head sculpt's way better than the Target exclusive version that came out. And there's her 2 accessories. It's just a hand and an ungloved hand, so a punchy fist. So she has the hand with the glove in it, just like, I believe the accessory is exactly the same as the Target exclusive one, where she has the hand with the glove in it. There's the bottom, and then the back, Marvel Legends again. And there is a digital render of Rogue. And again, all those figures you can get in the wave. And there's the bottom. Legalese. All right, let's set this here. I'm going to tilt it down and start cutting these open. I only cut them halfway and then just kind of flip it open, you'll see. So if you actually wanted to open these, but still kind of save the box, this is about the only way to do it. The bottom is always kind of open, so I kind of go along the bottom and then just kind of let the X-Acto knife do the work. When you get to the corners, they are a little bit harder to cut through. Sorry, my knife is coming out. Harder to cut through because of the curve. Once you get past it, it's smooth like butter again. And then we get to the next one. And I usually go to the end right about there. And you'll see that you can just kind of flip it up out. So that ripped right there. So if you were planning on saving this, you might have to cut it from here to here as well. We'll try it on the next one just to see if that works. But that way you can pull it out. You could save it. Yeah, you got the cut marks and everything. But if you had to, you could still rebox it, kind of, more so than nothing. There's that first hand, Punchy Fist, and Rogue. Very cool. So I'm not going to keep mine. Anything that's, you know, in the card back usually don't keep. I'd love to have money to buy 2 and have a card back also, but that's not in the cards. I'm just happy enough to get 1 to unbox because I definitely like my loose figures, so definitely have to have it loose. I don't have many still in the box unless I am lucky enough to get 1 on sale, maybe that I really like, and then get 2. Okay, let's see if this works a little better. If you were wanting to save this but still open it, I mean, it's not perfect, but let's see if we start here and move this way. If that is going to allow us to flip it up on one side. Okay, so it's cutting pretty easy. To the final corner and the final end. Okay, let's get that cap on. No blood. That's fan. Well, we're not on yet. All right, no blood. Great. All right, let's see if this opens a little bit better. Yep, that's the way to do it. So you can just slide it out. And, you know, if you wanted to keep it, if you did want to hang it on the wall at some point, you could repackage it and throw a piece of tape or something maybe here and here, and that'd probably do the job if, you know, you had to have it opened and keep the box. All right, oops, there went his bow staff. Here's his cards coming out of his hand, getting thrown. Kinetic energy, the other card, pretty cool. And Gambit. All right, let's get this out of here. I don't know, I did such a good job with that. I don't know, I should have done that with all of these. I might have actually saved them. That was a really good job. Patting myself on the back, sorry. But I don't know. Should have done it that way. Oh well. It is what it is. Okay. Cool. Happy to get anything X-Men. I am Marvel Legends. That's why I got into it, was for X-Men. And then Spider-Man. And then Avengers. Those are my big 3 for Marvel Legends. Of course, X-Men being number 1. There goes Rogue. Let's go ahead and compare these figures real quick before we start looking at the articulation and stuff. So here is the Gambit. That was the Target exclusive. The head sculpt is totally different on this new one. I like it a lot better. I didn't like the paint job on his face. I hate when the mask has the skin tone on it. I think that looks super stupid, but it also looks stupid to have the mask paint on the face, so pick your poison. But this one has a nice tight line from the face to the mask. Very nice. And yeah, so I didn't really care for the head sculpt on this one. As far as everything else, I think these figures are pretty much the same. They might even be total reuse. That's what I think I'm seeing. Although, yep, so it does have pins in the knees and the same arms. Yeah. The jacket, well, the jacket is different. Okay. See the lines here and the lines here, they don't look the same. So the jacket is new. This one got painted inside of this. This one did not. I think I prefer, I don't know which I prefer. It almost looks bigger. You know what? I think this is a different chest because this looks, no, it's really hard to tell. It might be reuse. I think it's reuse. No big deal. I mean, it's Gambit. He's got a super bright pink here. He's more purpley here. He's got a lighter color on this blue than he does here. It's a little darker. I prefer the darker. I think that looks really nice. But you can see the weird boot cut there is the same as here. Same knees, same legs. Just a different cape, I think. Different cape and different head, I'm thinking. Everything else looks about the same. Which is fine, because I thought this was a pretty good figure other than the face. See if the bow staff is the same. This is the color of this one. This is the new one, so it does match the color of his boots. This one does not. It's more just silver. So, okay. But yeah, this one came with the exact same accessories. Let's look at Rogue now. So this is the 97. This is kind of the Target exclusive. Now I say kind of because the body is all 97, or not 97. This is 97. The Target exclusive. The head is from that other Rogue that was all in green. I hated the head sculpt of this one. I would have grabbed it to show you, but it's buried somewhere in a bin, and I'm having a hard time locating it, so I just showed this one. But I do like this head sculpt a lot that was on the green figure. I don't know the exact name of that figure. So I put it on here. It was a little tight down, so I put some sticky tack in there to kind of bring it up and keep it into place. But it kind of worked. I thought it looked pretty cool for the shelf. I don't know which head sculpt I like better. This one, I mean, looks more cartoonish and in line with the 97 cartoon, so I think that works. But yeah, there's some different. The jacket's totally different. The weight, the top here, this top portion of the torso is different. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's no reuse on this, unless maybe the arms. Looking at that, it looks like maybe the arms, the top of the arms are the same, but the bottom is definitely different. Yeah, so I think that's the only reuse is maybe these arms. And of course, this is just standard Marvel Legends female stomach. You know, they're all the same. And then the legs, I think. Although these had these pieces that would fall down all the time, that drove me crazy. I was even thinking of gluing them in. I didn't, but I almost did. This one, they're molded in, so they don't look as good, I guess, but at least they're not going to fall around. The paint around them looks kind of dumb. Like it didn't get painted great. I don't know. I think I prefer these, but to glue them in. So, I don't know. And you can't take these off and put them on here because now this is way thicker, I think. Yeah, it's way thicker. I think I prefer these. So, that's probably the only downfall. I do like that this has no pins, so that's good. No pins in the legs, so there's your differences. We'll go ahead and throw that Rogue over here. And let's start with a Rogue here. We'll do some articulation on this Rogue. Not going to be a ton of head back here. She's got so much hair, but the head forward, it's not bad. And of course, you got your side to side. Very good. So she just has a peg on a rocker there. Sometimes I hate, I mean, the rocker's the only way you're going to get anything down with all that hair, but I hate seeing that rocker under there. So I try to cover it up as much as I can. Yeah, but, you know, for a head of a bunch of hair, it moves all right. And I like that this is kind of matte looking. It looks very cartoony. Looks good. You've got, do you have, hold on. No, I thought maybe she had butterflies, but she does not. It is just a peg on a rocker for the shoulder. And then you've got a peg on a rocker for the elbow. And then you've got right and left for the arm hand movement. And then the other hand is right and left as well. You've got your hula hoop right here. So there's your hula hoop back, hula hoop forward. Let's get a focus lock there. And then, yeah, so there is no waist cut on this one. The new Black Widow, the best articulation I've ever seen on a female figure for Marvel Legends. It has an ab cut, and the movement front and back is amazing. I wish this had it too. That would have been, because they could have cut it right where the green was, and it wouldn't have looked weird or anything. It would have been really nice to have on this figure, but it is what it is. There is a ball joint here in the leg. So your kick out is there, kick forward is here, kick back is there. You do have a thigh cut that I don't like because it kind of ruins the look, but it is what it is. I'll leave mine in the 0 position. Double jointed knee like we showed, no pins, love it. And you got a front facing pin on a rocker there for the foot. Very good looking Rogue figure, I like it a lot. Very good. Just a few differences from the other figure. I do wish it had these glued in separate pieces. I think look a little bit better. I do wish it had the Black Widow ab crunch. Would have been really nice. And even if it had the butterflies like the Black Widow, would have been pretty good, but that's asking quite a bit. I cannot get her to stand. The thing about these female figures, sometimes they're hard to stand. There, that looks pretty good. But overall, I think this Rogue is really good and worth the price of admission for sure. Let's check out Gambit. There's your head up, very good. Head down, fantastic. So he definitely has a rocker there too. So a ball joint and a rocker, working really well. Looks really good. He has a ball joint going in on a rocker there for the shoulder, and a bicep. Bicep cut there. No bicep cut on Rogue. There is a pin on a rocker for the elbow, and then it looks like an up and down for the rocker motion on the hand there, and then this hand is right and left. Then Gambit has a waist cut here, just like the Target exclusive figure, and his ab crunch. So there's this ab crunch back. It's just because of this cape, it's hard to get him to go back. That's about it right there. And then your forward is really good. And of course, that is just a peg there. It is not a ball joint, so it just swivels. He does have a ball joint there in his leg. There's your kick out there, your kick forward there, and your kick back is to there. He's got his thigh cut there, which gets a little funky with these pants, but since it's hidden, you can kind of get away with it a little bit. That's good. Double jointed knees, but it still has the pins, you know. It's definite reuse to that other figure. Would have been nice if they could have retooled it and give us a new no pins leg there. Would have been nice. But it is covered by the cape, so that's, or his trench coat. So that's probably why they figured they could get away with leaving them. It is what it is. And that weird boot cut that gets funky. Don't like it. And front facing pin on rocker for the foot is so tight. Oh my gosh. Both feet? Let's see. Wow, these are like painful tight. Oh my gosh, there we go. Wow. Those are nasty. Alright, you have to work on the other one. Give it a hot bath or something. Overall, looks really good though. I mean, tons of reuse of the other figure, but hey, the other figure was great too. So, the only thing I would have liked to see maybe different is new leg sculpts without the pins, and maybe just a ball joint there instead of the turn. The ab crunch is great. Works great. He's good though. He's definitely worth the price of admission as well, I believe. Alright, let's tilt back like this, bring the camera down, get a little closer shot, and we'll show you all the accessories that came with these. So, you just have the two different hands for Rogue. Not a whole lot of accessories there, which kind of stinks. You got your bow staff here, you got your cool card effect here, hand, and your other card hand. I would have liked to have seen maybe a punchy fist or two with this figure. Unfortunately, doesn't have that. A few extra hands for her would have been nice too. Only getting the two is a little lame, I think, but that's how it goes. Let's wipe those away and throw some other figures here for some scale. And the only other Marvel Legends figure I have sitting here is Juggernaut. So there's Juggernaut. See if we can get Juggernaut in a shot. He's a big dude. That's why I like to use him for these comparisons. All right. There is your Gambit and Rogue crew. Stay tuned for some posing. Thanks so much for watching.